Oh, yeah. Of course we're getting an episode tomorrow. Have we ever not delivered? Don't answer that.
Option is still on the table, man.
You said you feel so on the table?
I said option is still on the table, dude. Like,
No, we're already live, brother.
oh, you're already live.
Yeah, we're already live.
I guess we just wait for Trish to finish up his match.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over and he's okay. We wait.
Okay, your battle phase is now mine, loser.
He's okay. We wait.
Right. Oh yeah, what's up, Sonny? Yo, boys, do you guys want to stop playing this awful event? We can do Top Cut podcast instead.
I like that. I like that idea. It's weird that my camera is not working for Discord, but it is working for.
I like that idea. I know you do, Sonny.
It's weird that it's not working for what you call it.
Let me check the stream.
Let's grab this.
Yeah, so it's weird. I can actually see it through your.
Yeah, because I put my camera up on the stream.
Let's go for the Mirage. Make him think that we actually like
Weird.
play good cards in this deck.
It's probably an OBS thing. That could be an issue for Trish streaming though. So we should probably figure that out. Yeah.
No.
Does that thing do anything if it's just straight up battle? I don't think so. Right?
I guess Trish just won't be able to see you.
Nah, he doesn't need to see me. It's fine.
You get to activate cross
Sure.
shape yet? I don't have a way to
I
activate
mean,
cross
I also
shape.
can't see you, but
It's literally only in there because it's a generic. It's the only generic link monster in the
It's
entire.
okay. Chat's just enjoying the
card pool.
wonderful sounds of Trish's stream right
It's
now.
literally just the only one that they allowed us to have
yeah.
with Herald. Oh, I guess that's true. We did sync for the Herald.
Okay.
That was really fun.
We're here, everybody. We're live. We're waiting on Trish. He's in the middle of a game. I can't blame him. He's got 4 back row and he's playing Rescue Ace. His opponent had to set 1 pass.
My I was gonna say, how is my because I've added the ring light. We can probably play with the balance later, but I assume it's improved.
Yeah, your lighting's solid. It's very bright though. It's very direct.
Okay. I might be able to do something about that. Is that better?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll have to play with the positioning because I've got a lamp on one side and then I have the ring light on the other, but I'll mess around with it.
Oh wait, I was supposed to set that. Surely he won't top deck like pre-prep or something.
And this isn't a card pun, but I have a First Ed Dark Crisis Terror King Archfiend. Super rare, just kind of sitting here.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Normal setting.
I have to find a name to call Trish.
Surprisingly, there's actually not a setting for that. You would think that there is, but there's actually
the
not.
name of
I just have a pile on my desk of quarter century secret rares and
now-
multis
Did they
and
add it?
collectors.
When did they add that?
Just chilling.
There's no way.
for sale file.
Because like I would absolutely set that. I might not go for this title.
I have what you
Normally we go for the title, but like I don't know if it's worth it.
All right.
Last update. Oh, that's crazy. All right, boys. Let's hop on this podcast real quick.
Let's go. Here he
And
comes.
then we'll go back to.
It's Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon. I'll send it to you. It's relevant for.
I already know I'm gonna have to rearrange the thing.
It's relevant for the Master Duel.
Like I thought the last one was bad. This one's even worse. This one's
Hello.
even worse. All Yo, what's up, gang?
I'm just gonna. I hope this works.
Okay,
I just dropped a link in your chat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix my camera real quick.
You're good.
Ah, your camera's doing the same thing mine was doing.
Oh, that's because it's trying to use the wrong camera. There we go.
Oh, I wonder if that's the issue I was having.
Yeah, try using.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're using a webcam, it'll definitely break like that.
Oh, well, yeah, because I'm using my phone as a webcam.
Yeah, the only reason that it works the way that I have it right now is
Because you're special. You're built different.
Yeah, it's because I have a onboard capture card.
I might have to do that.
Solid.
I might have
Makes
to get
sense.
one of
Yeah.
those. All right. Well, I think we're gonna jump right on into it. I have a notification on Discord, and I don't know where it's coming from because I can't see my Discord right now. Is that you, Skyhawk?
No. Oh, actually, it probably is me. I
Hey, Redux, can you update the stream title for me, bro? I don't know if you have editor.
Woo. Okay. Well,
All right.
my camera's just not
Are
showing
you-
up. But
are
it's
you-
showing up on my stream, and that's the important thing.
Are you
It's showing up on my
Okay.
stream.
you just don't exist. Sunny just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Wait, if
Do
you,
you
if you
have,
go to
like, a
my
picture
stream,
that
which
I
I
can, like,
linked in
put-
chat, I do exist.
Sunny.
Do you just have like a picture of yourself that I can like put there for the stream?
Uh,
I got you.
Oh, I have
gotta get
echo?
one. Hold up. Okay.
how bad is my echo?
No, you're
Hood,
good.
you doing well, bestie? Yo, we doing well in the hood. What's up, Sir Frank?
Do I still have echo?
No,
I
you're
don't
good.
hear echo.
Okay, I have a few good options for you. So this is a good one.
All right.
Uh,
Where are you
but-
sending? Are you putting in the Discord?
I'm streaming on
that's a good
YouTube.
one. That one looks like good. Like that's like actually a good photo. When I said good, I meant like awful.
Okay, I know I have a really good one, but
Okay,
like,
perfect.
By good, I mean awful, but
Good, perfect.
Oh, this is gonna go real swell. I can already tell.
Yep.
I have to. Sunny. God, it's on my Twitter somewhere. I thought I saved it.
Okay, well, in the meantime, while you guys figure that out, I'm gonna go ahead and start the podcast because I worked 14 and a half hours today, and I have to be back at work again tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. That's cool.
How many hours do you work tomorrow?
As many as they let me.
There it is.
I make a lot more money at my day
Perfect.
job than I do doing this. Okay, so
I got you.
I feel like that would be true of like any day job when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh content creation.
That's valid.
fair. That is very fair. I can't really argue with that.
I've got audio on my side, so I'm good whenever you're good. Is that a
I think
suitable
chat-
image of?
Can
some
everybody give me a
podcast?
thumbs up in my chat if we're all set?
Also, thumbs up in my chat. We don't have that many people. We only have like 2 people, or 1 person, 1 or 2 people. But if you're here, let me get it. So.
Is your stream like working this time?
Yeah, it's up. We're good.
Yes.
I checked on my side. We're solid.
I think I've
Hello.
actually figured out how to get my stream working now reliably. Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
let's go. Let's go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start it, and this is probably gonna be not that long an episode. Like we're gonna like try to keep it 45, 50 minutes. We'll see what happens. That is definitely a picture of me. Definitely a picture.
I think it's a pretty good photo of you.
It's definitely a photo of me. All right.
Yeah, I can
Solid.
stretch it, make it like with the frame perfect better.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Wide sunny is exactly what we need.
Yeah. People wide.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into today's episode of the Top Cut Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. My name is, of course, Sunny, and I am joined by my co-hosts, Blackwing Simoon the Poison Wind and Brionic Dragon of the Ice Bearer, or Sea Serpent, or whatever he's called. How are you guys doing today?
It's
Brionic?
I said what I said.
Wow, that's incredible.
Skyhawk's been a
incredible.
different
I'm
bird every
doing
episode for
fantastic.
the last 3 months.
Listen, I would have you called me Simoon last episode, so how about we do how about I
Yeah.
take Gale the Whirlwind this time?
Yeah.
Trish, if it's any consolation, he could have called you Gungnir. It could have been worse.
Oh man.
I'm going to call it, instead, you're going
Please
to be
Gungnir was
Blackwing Blizzard
getting
the Far
necrozed.
North today.
Blizzard the Far North.
You are
Okay,
indeed
okay.
Far North. All right.
Uh,
Well,
sure.
before we get too far in, we of course want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors. So if you haven't already, be sure to check out Tier Zero Games. They have a discount code, 5% off. They do great pre-sale stuff. Be sure to check out Dragon Shield for all of your sleeve needs. Be sure to check out Gem Accessories. We have a code there for 10% off. Also, while we're talking about Gem Accessories, I have been using the Apex Victory sleeves for my Edison deck. I have liked them a lot. They've been very good. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't already checked out their Apex Victory sleeves. Also, be sure to check out our Patreon.
Grimoire.
Oh, yeah, of course. How could I forget? Grimoire Accessories. And we have discount codes for all of those in the description down below, of course. And our TCG Player Affiliate link, I think. And Patreon. Check all those things out. Okay, so today we are talking about mainly the differences between Master Duel and the TCG. So what spurred this topic was, Trish, over the weekend, you did something that I don't know if people have done yet before. You managed to top not one, but multiple events for multiple different games. And how did that go? How do you feel about that?
I have no idea how I managed to do that this weekend. I
It's okay.
I woke up on like Friday with the realization that I did not have my invite to the NAWCQ yet, because I have not played in like a regional or anything since Full Power Tier. I think it was like last December was the last time that I played like in IRL regional. And you know, you do get invites at YCSs, and you know, I got my YCS top this year, and I was like, wait, my YCS was like 2 weeks before the NAWCQ, so like it doesn't count.
No.
So
Darn.
I was like,
guess
I need to
have
play in a regional. So I saw there was a remote duel regional this weekend, so I played in that. And I was like, you know what? All I need is an invite. I just want to play my pet deck. So I queued up with Dragon Link, which is severely hit in the TCG. And I accidentally got third place.
Love that for you.
I don't know how I managed to do that. And then the next day I woke up and played in MBT's MCS on Master Duel. And I think I came 7th after Swiss, and I of course lost in top 16, as I have done like 5 or 6 times now.
I was gonna say, your MCS runs appear to be just like horribly cursed. You go like almost undefeated in Swiss, like usually you lose like the last round, and then you just get, and then it's just top 16 just doesn't work.
I have gone 8-0 twice, and I think 7-1 3 or 4 times.
That's
to just
crazy.
Lose in top 16 every time. The one time I got out of top 16, I made it to the finals. I was like,
hey, that's something. So my question then becomes, we know that there's a ton of differences between the two formats, but I guess it's funny. We're supposed to be having you on as a co-host, but yet now we seem to be just doing interviews every time now, because I just have so many questions. So I guess I'm going to start with, how do you go from just transitioning quickly from full-scale TCG event, taking the time to get ready for that, to just swooshing on over into Master Duel?
Well, I mean, I play Master Duel pretty much every day.
Sure.
You know, like I was a big TCG player for like 10 years, right? Like it's all I ever knew. And then Master Duel came out, and I was already like a content creator at that point. And so of course, like I was going to play the Master Duel game because it just came out, right? And I was like, wow, this is actually kind of fun. So I just kept staying with Master Duel rather than the TCG, like, because who wants to ladder dueling book for 8 to 9 hours a day?
Literally nobody.
Literally nobody. But that's what I was doing for years. Was literally just no-lifing dueling book. And now I'm no-lifing Master Duel. So when I go back to the TCG, I feel like a little bit like a fish out of water now. So, you know, it was more comfortable going to the MCS. But I think, you know, this is kind of generic advice too, is like, for me, I picked my pet deck and I did well with it. So like I think if you pick a pet deck, even when you don't feel comfortable in a format, you can still do well.
So
It's
do you
funny,
feel
but-
that you can do that in both Master Duel and TCG?
Well, I mean that's exactly what I did, right? Because I went back from Master Duel to the TCG,
Well, yeah.
and I was just like, I'll just play my pet deck because like I don't feel very comfortable with the new form. Like I have Rescue Ace, I could have played Rescue Ace, but I played it at Richmond and I did not feel great because I'm not comfortable with it. So I played a deck I was comfortable with. Everybody, like, I would send my deck list to my friends. It's like, yo, does this look good? And they would send me back like laughing reacts and vomit emojis, and you know it still works out. It still works out.
How many
So
people were in
that's,
that remote duel regional?
It was over 100, so it was pretty like
Wow.
decent size for a remote duel regional. Like small for an IRL regional, but like decent for remote duel. I think it was 104 is what I remember.
Yeah,
Hey. I've been to in person
no.
smaller than that.
on YGO Pro Deck. It's listed 100. I feel like the side deck ones are anywhere between like 60 and like 110 usually. So that tracks. So from what I know of the run, so you ended up third. Your only loss was to at Evilise playing playing Rescue Ace.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you still ended up sneaking out above her by one place.
Yeah.
then-
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
I think how that worked is we had the same tiebreaker for like somebody we beat.
yeah, the KTS's tiebreaker system is very funny. As is Yu-Gi-Oh's breaker system, because for those who don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't care if you win 2-0 or 2-1. It only cares that you win.
Right.
And it's like
Yep.
and then it's your record against your opponents, and then record against your opponent's opponents. And then they introduced another tiebreaker recently that I don't remember what it is.
Did
But
they really?
yeah, there's now a fourth. There's now a fourth tiebreaker. It came out in the last policy updates.
Oh, I missed that.
So
I'll look it up later. I don't remember what it is, but there is another one now.
I'm a little bit curious as to the formatting on the MCS because I'm not really familiar with it. I know it's like Swiss and then Top Cut, and there's something to do with its side deck. Is the side deck only in Top Cut?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's like the big competitive like cool thing with the format. So how it is it's best of 1 Swiss for 8 rounds. And then it becomes cut to top 16 best of 3. So only the players who make it to top 16 have to submit a side deck. So one of the things that people try to do, which, you know, personally I don't do because I'm like super superstitious when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. But like if you were going to try and like be metagaming about it, you'd be like looking for all the people in top 16, trying to figure out like who's playing what, and then saying, okay, if there's no trap decks in top 16, I don't have to side Dusters, I don't have to side Reboots. But if there's like 5 people that top Labyrinth, it's like, oh, I'm putting in Reboots, I'm putting in Lightning Storms, I'm putting in Feather Duster. So that's just one of those things that you can do. But it's like a cool format because you don't have to like pre-plan as much, and you can just like build a solid deck list that you know that is good, and then you can just like then you get like 10 minutes to do a deck building challenge almost.
Right.
Yeah, get that like short period of time. The other cool thing, there's like the subtle difference in how the games themselves are timed. So Swiss rounds are on a round timer. I think it's something like 30 or 40 minutes. And so time is a factor in Swiss rounds, not just like the Master Duel timer, but the actual time on the round.
Right.
In Top Cut, it's untimed. So you're competing against the Master Duel timer, but your game could go as long as it needs to take. So you end up being able to think out decisions more in Top Cut. It makes for pretty interesting spectating.
But at the same time, just due to like the naturality of there being a timer in game and there being that natural like, hey, we have this much time to do this. I'm imagining games very rarely go to time.
No, it happened. You would be mistaken.
I had several games where I was like swinging for lethal with like 30 seconds on the clock. And it's not like it's similar to like in TCG. Sometimes you go to time because it's a really intense game. Sometimes you go to time just because you can't control your opponent and they just take forever to think.
Right.
So it's 50-50 of that. But I did just want to like tack on to the thing that we were talking about before with like the side decking, because there is another interesting element that I forgot to like mention, which is that because Master Duel is like best of one, you're gonna build your deck like way differently than you would in the TCG. Where like that you have that side deck, so you can like optimize your deck differently.
Right.
Like for example, like I main decked like Thrust, like Herald of the Abyss, and stuff like that in my deck in the MCS, because if I queued into Pearly and they end on a Nor, my only out to a Nor would just be like Thrust into Herald and send it.
Right.
And if I don't have that in my main deck, I see a Nor, I lose the match. Whereas in TCG, it's like you can afford to just like scoop game 1, and then games 2 and 3 you have your outs.
Right.
Yep. That's true.
And that
Plus,
actually ended up punishing me in my top 16 match, because I bricked, as I always do in top 16, but I bricked on the Herald of the Abyss into MathMech, and it's like, this does nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I will call Cybers cool.
Yeah. Which also was kind of, I think, the archetype that won, right?
Yep. Yeah. So that was so the one that took the MCS was known SEMO deck build and Nim Nim deck build contributor. I Wish I Was Dead, playing. I would say it's a lot more Ignister MathMech than it is MathMech at Ignister. The build is a little bit different than the other math builds that we're playing. Instead of focusing on the super factorial line, the goal was to make Dark Fluid going second to OTK and to protect against stuff like Bystials and Nibiru, and then Singularity Firewall, kind of your main disruptions. So it's like, and then your other backup plan is Gigantic Towers Dingus, and you just sit on that Ignister forever. It has weaknesses, but it's also very balls to the wall, and sometimes you got to go all in if you want to win.
Dude, that man, I Wish I Was Dead, or that individual, I guess I should say that man, I don't know. I have no idea who this person is. That individual is just cooking, dude. Just cooking with the sauce.
Cooking always.
Absolutely.
I have a good I Wish I Was Dead story, actually. This is completely off topic, but
sure.
At YCS Vancouver, that I met I Wish I Was Dead for the first time there, and I mentioned that like the last thing that I needed to finish my max rarity dinosaurs was a collector's rare Pankratops, and those are a little bit expensive. Just on the higher end. I Wish I Was Dead basically messaged me like as I was leaving the venue, and he's like, "You can have this." And so collector's rare Pank. I was like, I can't take this for nothing, dog. All he requested of me is that I call MBT a peener. And so I did.
Easy peasy.
I also gave him a collector's Xeno and a collector's Fossil Dig. So I was like, I can't let you get out of here with nothing, and I had extras. But that's the I Wish I Was Dead story.
I had I Wish I Was Dead randomly commenting on the podcast Twitter when I said that I won my Edison tournament with Amaryllis Burn. They were like, I need the deck list. I was like, the deck list.
Yeah, you built it.
Oh gosh.
So one thing, Trish. So I noticed a card in the Master Duel deck list, and obviously that list is it's big too. It's like 50 cards.
Yeah.
And I know that this is kind of a tech, and I've seen it come up a few times, but it's the oh god, I didn't pull it up. I sent the name of the card to Sunny. So it's the Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to initially I was like, why is this here? And then I saw somebody, I don't think it was even you, but someone else was playing it. They sent Driver. Is it just like a free special?
Yeah, it's mandatory. Like you always play that card. We sometimes cut it in the TCG now just because of Gamma being at 1, and also the fact that like the deck just has so many consistency hits that it's like you don't necessarily want to fit those cards in your deck now. But that card is super, super good. There's so much stuff that you can do with that card that's just disgusting. It turns black metal by itself into search both field spells and make a seals if you want before you do anything. Like that's just off of your normal summon. But something that's really, really cool, I've been meaning to like make a YouTube video and post it for a long time, is if you're playing a Tom.
A Trish YouTube video? Is that a thing?
Yeah. No. No. But this is what I was doing in Vancouver a few months ago. And you can still do it, but it's just so inconsistent now in the TCG. Is that if you open black metal, I think it's black metal, any bestial, and like Wyver Burster, or technically you can use like collapse, but you would have to have a light that isn't driver in the grave. You end on Seals, Borland, Savage, IP, Beast, Regained, and like Foreign Hand. It's just so stupid. Because something, and like really the only thing, like I won't give it all away. Like you can wait for the YouTube video. But the trick with it is that you don't summon it using its own effect, because it is naturally a level 6 that makes itself into a level 7 by summoning itself. But you can use Romulus to cheat it out from hands, and then it retains its level 6. So you can then just drop a bestial overlay into a tomb, and you can just get into anything in your deck. It's just so free.
I love. Everybody forgets that Romulus has an effect that isn't add to Dragon Ravine or Divine Lance. Everybody just.
I think it has a third effect too, actually. That like super never comes up. That I think has to do like with. It has something to do with spell trap cards. I'll go look it up.
Yeah, while you're looking that up, I'll give Sunny kind of the lowdown on everybody, I guess, on kind of how regionals have looked this this weekend. So
Skyhawk, while you're talking, I need you to turn your volume up on your microphone some.
Tell you what, I'm just going to move it over here, and then you can deal with it. I'm going to be on the quieter side because there are people at my place still sleeping. But
that works too, as long as we can hear you. Because people in Trister's stream are saying they couldn't hear you.
Cool, I got you.
I found the effect. I was half right.
You're half right.
Yeah.
All right. What is the secret third effect of?
The secret third effect is that it doesn't have a third effect. It's just that. So like some people might not know this, but like you can add cards that aren't Dragon Ravine. Like you can add any Dragoonity spell trap.
Mm-hmm.
But like for the most part, you were always just getting. The only other card I think I've ever seen this card get is either Dragoonity Glow or Dragoonity, like the equip spell that equips Phalanx from deck.
Yeah, that's Divine Lance. And then
the thing I was thinking of is that it can add traps, because I didn't even know that there were Dragoonity traps.
Did they Dragoonity Legion and Dragoonity Obiet? Oh, the counter trap requires you to control a Dragoonity Synchro. That's kind of cringe.
Yeah.
It also negate the activation. Weird. Anyway, so one thing that is funny that happened this weekend is the deck that won the regional that you topped, which is Runic Generator. It's somehow has made its way undefeated. Was also the only deck to beat Eva, and so
it wasn't undefeated. Actually, it was.
Oh, did they lose one, or was it a draw?
No, they tied the finals. There were 2 undefeateds in the finals, and they tied.
Oh, that's kind of crazy. Okay,
and I think that's how Ava ended up 4th. Is that they tied in the final, and it like messed up the tiebreakers.
Some weird draw shenanigans. Wild.
Yeah,
okay.
Because there was an X1 that would have like maybe been between her and me. That
I see.
Didn't end up there.
Got it. Okay. Well, somehow ended up in first place at the regional, and I think this person has played this deck before. But what the Runic Generator build aims to do is pretty heinous. It's like a double enter Blanier hand loop on top of ending on like the generator field spell plus UFD and then access to Levi 10.
I do enjoy heinous things.
Yeah, some funny stuff happening in here. We're playing World Legacy Monstrosity as generator builds do to spam a bunch of level 9 bodies, but we're also playing a line that Dyer specifically really hates, which is anything involving Diviner of the Herald sending Trias Hierarchica. No. But in this case, we're summoning Bhutan in order to access Baron.
Bhutan.
Bhutan.
That's the little. That's the pig-looking one, right?
Yeah,
like it's like a little pig that has wings.
I actually knew that.
It's the little piggy. And the reason that the Runic engine works so well, obviously on top of drawing 12 billion cards and helping to control the game, is that Sleipnir is a level 9.
Right. Actually, I knew that. I actually knew that.
So you can just.
I don't even know what Sleipnir is. What is Sleipnir?
Sleipnir is the Runic Fusion level 9. It's the newest one, the Secret Rare.
Yeah, I don't believe Sleipnir is not in Master Duel yet. I believe
that's probably why you don't know what it is. Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, that's true. No, It's actually Sleipnir is interesting as a removal effect. I think when it comes to Master Duel, it maybe some of the runic pilots might come out of the woodwork again. It's 2 runics, but you're never making it with 2 runics. 15-15. During your main phase or your opponent's battle phase, you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls and then banish both that monster and this card. So
it's the runic. Is this the runic horsey?
Yeah, it's the horsey. It's like
Okay, that's probably why I didn't know, is because my name for it is runic horsey.
Amazing.
Runic. It is runic horsey. That's I'm calling it that from now on. That's good.
Horsey.
Runic Gallop. Yeah, and then if it's added, you can summon a token. But in this deck, it's level 9.
It's Runic Stalio.
Oh no! Oh, don't call it Mirage Stalio. Now I don't like that card.
No, it's Runic Stalio.
I like that card so much, and now you've like associated a traumatic memory with it.
I hate to make you relive your difficult past. What's the story behind the hatred of Mirage Stalio? Is it just toss format flashbacks?
I didn't know that until just now that was a thing.
Yeah.
Toss flashbacks.
So like you'd always be like, oh, Salad, cool. This deck doesn't do anything, and then they'd make Mirage Stalio, and you're like, yeah, that's fine, and then they link it off and they start bouncing your field, and you're like, oh.
It's so funny that like again everybody forgets that Stalio was also removal. Like that card was just absolutely absurd.
Was it right for Stalio to be banned?
Oh, at the time, yeah.
At this time, yeah, probably.
It's fine now, because Salad at the time that Mirage Stalio had been banned, Salamangreat had already been hit in some capacity, like most of the toss decks.
Yep.
I believe it was Gazelle had been limited.
I mean, at one time it was Gazelle and Circle were limited.
Yeah, Circle and Gazelle got limited, and then the kill list happened, which was ban Engage, ban Colossus, ban Harp, ban Mirage Stalio, ban Electromite.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I didn't play toss, so I don't know.
You. Oh, you sweet summer child.
Hey now, I played Dino Rabbit and Zector Wind Up. Okay, I've seen my fair share of taunting times.
I feel like that was like one of the first toxic formats that like in Yu-Gi-Oh was like that format, because that was like Shockmaster format, right?
No, well, it at one point was Shockmaster format, but I don't want to say it was the first toxic format in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Wind Up Hunter discarded your entire hand.
So, Magical Scientist killed you.
That's true. Because we have,
I guess that's fair.
I mean, there were other toxic formats.
I guess that's fair. And then I guess CD Pop Sangan search Yatagarasu.
Yeah.
Like on the old like Tag Force games, like on all the old Yu-Gi-Oh games, like if you resolve CED and then trigger Sangan on the next chain, the game just ends. Like they programmed it into the game that it has it
literally just ends the game.
Yeah, like it just exactly like Exodia in the old games. Like if like Sangan triggers immediately after CED, the game ends.
They're just like, we refuse to process the 40 turns you're going to spend attacking with Yatagarasu. You can just have it now.
You got it, bro.
Literally.
That time they programmed scooping into a Yu-Gi-Oh game where the NPC scoops.
A beautiful foresight there. That's actually I should test that actually. I'm gonna be picking up a Steam Deck soon. Long story, but I'm gonna turn it into an emulation machine, and I'll boot up the Tag Force games, and I'll see what I can do.
You and Steam Decks,
huh?
You and Steam Decks.
Listen, I had to sell it to pick up the PC, and what they've done now. This is completely not Yu-Gi-Oh related at all, but I built up some like bonus stuff at work, so work is gonna comp half of it, kind of, and because they're releasing the OLED model, they're discounting a bunch of the LCD models. So I'm going to get one of the cheap LCD models, swap the hard drive out in it, and then I'm going to have a souped up machine for cheap. But anyway, back to toss.
So where do you stand on the TCG Master Duel divide? Which do you prefer?
Me?
I really like not getting max seed. I really like not getting max.
Here's a question. Here's a really good question. Okay, so
is it a good one?
You can either have you're going to a YCS next weekend, okay?
Okay.
And you can either have the YCS be under current advanced ban list and format, nothing changes, or Master Duel ban list, but Maxi is banned.
Oh, give me the Master Duel ban list Maxi band every time. I'm winning that YCS. Do you know what Dragon Link has in that format? Oh my god.
don't.
Everything.
Okay, well,
Everything.
hold on.
There are no hits to the deck.
All,
It is disgusting.
does that make is it
The
at
hit-
that point
it's
though?
like-
Is it better than Pearly or Rescue Ace or Infernoble or Monadium?
Absolutely, because none of those cards are in the game.
Yep. Pearly is the only deck that's like remotely there.
I mean,
if you-
current TCG cards.
Pearly is full power.
Yeah.
Except they don't have Baby Nor yet.
Yeah. There are
so-
the only thing you have to
yeah.
worry about are like a couple of like weird wombo combo decks that might be like Maxi is gone, but like
No, like they're
in-
not doing anything scarier than what I can do.
yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
I struggle. I would much rather play into the Spiral board than I would the Dragon Link board. To be honest,
Let me rephrase.
Like-
'Cause I feel like I missed something here. It's current Master Duel ban list with Maxi banned also, but like still TCG format.
Oh, like
card
so
pool.
all the cards are still legal?
TCG card pool. Yeah.
Oh man, you just made my deck even better.
Oh
Yeah.
no, wait.
You just made my deck even better. You just gave me SP Little Knight. Thanks.
yeah,
Oh
SP
no.
is a problem. Yeah,
Chat's
Yeah,
got it right
like-
though. My friend Pearly
God,
revealed
I'll take
3
it.
Delicious as Master Duel exclusive.
That is true. That is Master Duel exclusive. However, might I introduce you to Droll and Lockbird?
yeah. I think a lot of what's going to happen like with Maxi ban. So I actually played in an invitational tournament that Zara did for her birthday with Master Duel, and Maxi was banned. It was that card pool, and a lot of people were just swap Maxi for Droll.
Pretty much.
It's like
Yeah.
when you
Or
don't know what
three
you're gonna
nib.
do. Yep, exactly.
Because like most people don't even play Nib at all in Master Duel. A lot of times, like if like I play Dragon, so I can slot it. So
Sounds
like I play
wonderful.
like one, because it's like if they take a Max C challenge, I want it to draw into the Nib so
draw
I
into
don't
Max
die.
C.
Yeah.
Yep. You see a lot more just single nib instead of 3, just as like a blowout to draw when people decide to go all in.
Exactly, because like theoretically, if you Max C them and it resolves, they shouldn't be taking the challenge. But sometimes they do.
I have
Sometimes
a
they do.
question.
You've had a lot of questions.
Why is Taylor Swift in your tags?
Oh, we're a little off topic, but so I was just doing my normal thing, like just playing Yu-Gi-Oh one night. Somebody comes into my chat, new chatter, and they say, "I found your stream through Twitch recommendations," and they said people who watch Taylor Swift, like I guess the Taylor Swift official live stream, also watch Trishula TTV apparently. So they came in, and I thought that was so funny that we ended up programming an entire thing so that you can like exclamation Swift quote in chat, and it'll just vomit out random Swift quotes.
Chat, you hear him?
Just because I was so enamored with just the fun. It was just so
That
funny.
is-
It's like people who also watch Taylor Swift.
That's
watch
incredible.
Trish.
And and yeah, the way it is now, it's Karma is that guy on the Chiefs coming back home to me is the new bit now. So,
Yeah. My wife told
okay,
me about that.
I do have one other funny piece of Yu-Gi-Oh news that happened this week that I want to get y'all's opinion on. So we're talking about the difference between TCG and OCG format. But are you aware that there is now an Asian English format?
Do
I
tell.
heard about this.
So I'm gonna send this link if you want to take a look at
can't.
it. So this is the Asian English ban list. that
Send
came
it
out this week.
in YouTube chat.
No. But what I will do
Okay, fair enough.
No.
I will not be
Fair
doing
enough.
that.
Well, I
Um,
can't click on it in Discord, so because my Discord is being streamed.
Okay, I'll send it. But
Ah,
here it is.
yeah. All of a sudden, it's not that much of a problem.
Yeah. Listen, I'm constantly in it for the bit. Okay,
like
so I've now sent it. So now that I've sent it, oh, shoutouts to Elephant Number 5, a member of the Necrofusion enthusiasts. So the Asian English format is a bunch of sets that used to be printed in Asian English. I think it cuts off somewhere at the beginning of GX format, and then a whole
Yep.
bunch of new stuff because they just recently announced that they're printing sets. I believe starting with Duelist Nexus, and they may
Seeing
have gone
everything
back.
being new is like,
Yeah, they may have gone back one more set. This list is incredibly based and is very weird because their card pool is missing a gigantic chunk of the game's history. So there
Like
are no
20 years of it.
semi-limits. Yeah, there's no semi-limits. There's no limits. There are only banned cards. So, some of the silliest ones. There, most of it is just like,
how much card pool do they have again?
so they've got, I think, everything up to like the beginning of GX, and then there's a gigantic gap, and then they have Duelist Nexus onward. Is I believe what it is. There might be a few sets that I'm missing, but they're basically missing like the entirety of Zexal, almost all of Reigns, almost all of Arc
I think they're
5,
missing
and then
literally everything after Duel Monsters.
almost everything after.
So wait,
DM,
they're
Yeah.
missing
essentially.
everything from Lost Millennium
Yep.
to
To Dune.
Yep.
wow. So
Mhm.
so then okay, hold on. Why is Smoke Grenade of the Thief here? They only have 3 Infernoble cards.
Okay, so do you know that Smoke Grenade of the Thief is a DM card?
I'm aware that
You
it's a DM card.
Well, I think what he's asking is like,
Oh, it's
why would
why.
they bother to ban it if
Right.
like there's no
What's the
abusers for it?
functionality of it being banned?
I cannot tell you. Why is Life Equalizer banned when Magical Explosion is also banned?
You know, my take on this format. Well, Life Equalizer, I think I get because there's other ways to abuse like Life Equalizer that still accomplish the same goal.
Got it.
My guess is that this is just a list of cards that they have decided are just like not coming back. Like these cards just do not come back. Like it doesn't matter like what is happening. Like these cards are just never coming back.
So
Under
they
any
Yeah.
circumstance.
This is
they
like
did the
this is the forever
Masochist ban
list.
list challenge, and we're like, okay, these are the
Yeah,
cards we
more or less.
absolutely cannot unhit.
Yeah,
more or
that's pretty much
less.
it.
It's
But
wild to
Isolde
see.
isn't legal. Hold on. Isolde is not legal.
Yeah, hence the forever
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, so they probably are just like, because I imagine what will happen is they will probably get reprint sets later down the line that will introduce the
Yeah.
old card pool back into the format. Now that sets are, it wouldn't surprise me if like they adopt a lot of the OCG sets. So the Asia English format, my understanding is that it's specifically like Southeast Asia region that this could apply to. So that would be like the Philippines, Malaysia, etc. Anywhere that they're going to start printing Asian English cards. Notably, the site is yugiohcard.com/HK, which I think is Hong Kong. So
Yeah.
there's like a weird subset of countries that would be playing under this format that for some reason wouldn't be playing the OCG format or playing Korea's format, which has like 1 or 2 differences, I guess. Like they got Paleos.
Speaking
which
of-
is a type.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, speaking of that, do you guys remember when Paleos were Korean exclusive cards? And same with I think Azathoth was
I
too,
don't.
right? Like Azathoth
Some-
and Intus.
Yep, some of the outer entities were.
I don't remember
Uh,
this. This was before my time.
Yeah.
So,
Weird.
okay, just to clarify for chat's confused. Okay, the list we're looking at right now is this list that I'm about to send in chat, which is the Asian English ban list for Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, the reason that this ban list is so dorky looking is because there was okay, so Asian English, they stopped printing cards in that language, in that like Asian English printing. They stopped printing them after Duel Monsters era. So the only cards legal in the format are from set 1, Legend of Blue Eyes, till the end of Duel Monsters era. And then there is no GX era. There's no 5Ds. There's no Zexal. There's no Brains?
Okay, so I actually do have the exact list. I have found it. So they have they have all of DM era,
Sure.
and then they have a couple of like they reintroduced like Blue Eyes with some starter decks just recently. So they have they do have a couple of sets that are like strangely out of sync, right? So they
Okay.
have a GX up to well, not up to. So they have Elemental Energy, Enemy of Justice, and Flaming Eternity.
So they have full Go format.
Kind of, yeah. So they have Dark Crisis, for example, Cybernetic
Yeah.
Revolution.
Wait, you didn't
And
say
then-
Lost Millennium.
That's because they do not have Lost Millennium.
What?
Oh my god, we didn't even
What?
get that far.
It is a bizarre. It's a bizarre series of sets.
They don't
So
have
for
ancient
D,
gears.
so for DM sets, they've got
Yep.
SDK, SDUI, Spell Ruler, Soul of the Duelist, Rise of Destiny, Pharaonic Guardian, Pharaoh Servant, Metal Raiders,
Swag.
Magician's Force, LOB, Legacy of Darkness, Labyrinth of Nightmare, Invasion of Chaos, and then there's like Dark Crisis. Then there's Ancient Sanctuary. Then there's a gap, and then they get in January 2007. They get Elemental Energy, Enemy of Justice, and Flaming Eternity on the same day. Then there are no more sets printed for 2 years, where for some reason they get Crimson Crisis, and that's it.
So wait,
Wait, what was
Could
in
you
Crimson Crisis?
So Crimson Crisis, I think, is Black Rose.
it is.
Ah.
So wait,
This reminds me of the China format, like many years ago, where they had like a similar situation, and then out of nowhere, like they out of nowhere just got like dragon rulers and like spell books at full power.
okay, well let me
and
hit you with this.
with no bandless.
Let me hit you with
Mm.
this.
I remember that.
Could you imagine the chaos if we get 3 core sets on the same day?
Oh my god. No. The absolute headache.
They got
that
3
that
core
would
sets in one
cause.
day.
So I will say that would be a way to catch the TCG up with the OCG if they decide to do it. And now that if they were
man
to
with
be
the
like,
plan.
okay guys, we're catching up, bam, we're dropping 3 core sets
Bam.
on the same day. You want to?
It would be chaos.
Now, yeah,
Absolute chaos.
stores would probably die. Like having to
Yeah.
order that much product at once would be pretty bad.
They would literally shut
But
down. There were
They might just do like one superset though, right? Like instead of like 3 different products, it would be like one product that just includes the cards of like 3 products, maybe.
every pack is going to have 25 cards in it. There's going to
what
be
if we
70
just
packs
got
per
rid of all
box.
the dog water filler cards?
No, but because you not having rotation means
Love-
that you never know when the dog water filler cards are going to be good.
love filler
Sure, but
cards.
what you do is you
Yeah.
release one set with 150 relevant cards, and then your next 4 sets are filled with like 50 extra dog water cards each.
Sonny,
I don't think. Yeah, like we had that actually. This was actually, we were talking about this last episode. This was the format that you missed, was right at the start of COVID. That is exactly what they did. They dropped a superset which gave us all of the like link booster packs.
Oh, this
that
was
OCG
Dual
got
Overload?
over. Yeah, it dropped what was for OCG like 2 or 3 years worth of like power cards like trickling into the game. They dropped all of them on us like in one set, and it caused complete chaos.
The
Actually, I
OCG
remember
had,
this. I was like, I was there when people were like, "Wait a minute, no, this card's legal now. Hold on."
Yeah, the OCG got
Yeah.
what was called Link Vrains pack, and they
Yep.
got like LVP like 1, 2, and 3.
Mhm.
Dual Overload gave us, I think, all of them from 1 and 2, and most of them from 3. And it was
all of them,
basically
right?
it was pretty darn close. I think there were a few
Yeah.
from 3 that missed.
Heat
but,
Soul.
Okay.
Heat Soul, I
Oh,
don't think was
maybe.
like Vrains pack.
Oh, okay. Because I remember
Yeah.
they had Heat Soul for like 3 years, and everybody was complaining
That
about
was
it.
that was Ghost from the Past that finally came in. Same with Crystal
Right.
Beast Rainbow
Mhm.
Dragon.
No, yeah,
Um,
we got it. In fact, we might have got it in Ghost from the Past too.
No, so that's actually a perfect example of the type of chaos it can cause, because that was Verte Anaconda, Hauka Fibrax, Auroradon all at the same time on top
Simorgh.
of a bunch of cards that wouldn't get better until later. Exactly. Simorgh, Bird of Ancestry, Union Carrier.
By the way, that
Jinki
set
Asahima for the sprite builds. Like, years down the
actually.
line.
So the set that has the most hits on the current TCG Forbidden Limited list. Do either of you know what set has the most hits?
Overload's got to be darn close.
I
it
think
wouldn't-
I think Dual Overload has 5 that I can think
prob-
of.
I think Overload
It's
is
gotta be, like-
6, but there's a set that has 7. If I have my numbers correct.
It's got to be like Star Strike
like,
Blast then.
I was going to say Star Strike Blast. Yeah.
You guys really think it's Star Strike Blast? Really?
I'm just thinking of like sets that have like random old cards that get good later. Star Strike Blast as well.
Okay, I'll admit I haven't checked Star Strike Blast.
Oh, what's
but-
banned in Star Strike Blast? Barrier statue of the Stormwinds for one.
Is that
'cause
Star
that's
Strike
ahead of
That was
Blast?
Star
Blast
Strike
statue.
Blast?
No.
Isn't one
I like how we had the
GX card.
same question immediately.
I thought they were all Star Strike Blast. Am I insane? Barrier
I thought those were
statue,
GX
No,
era
those are all
cards.
GX era.
the
Star Strike
Stormwinds. Okay,
Blast has 1 card on it. 2.
Cyber Dark Impact. I'm insane. No, you're totally right. Oh my god.
Star Strike Blast has 2 cards that are banned.
Okay.
Okay.
It had
I have no
3
idea.
because it had Substitute, but that Substitute's no longer banned. All right, so the
Mm.
set that has the most banned cards in Yu-Gi-Oh's history is Spell Ruler.
Oh, that tracks actually.
Yeah.
With 12 billion power spells. Yeah, fair enough.
We probably should have caught on considering we were looking at the Asia English list and all they have is Spell Ruler and like
That is
90% of the
true.
cards on the list
That is
would have
true.
been in Spell Ruler.
That
That
is
would've
true.
gotten
Yeah,
us,
we all should have made that one. So, Spell
Yeah.
Ruler has Upstart Goblin Limited, Snatch Steal Band, Confiscation Band, Delinquent Duo Band, Forceful Sentry Band, Giant Trunade Band, Painful Choice Band. That is 7 hits on the Forbidden Limited. Oh, I'm sorry. And Cyberjar is also limited. 8 hits on the ban list.
Cyberjar is banned in Asia English as well.
That's true.
It is. That's another hit. It's another
There-
it's
there heads
another
up.
one.
They're terrified
yeah.
of Empty Jar. What can I say? They got
So,
Book of Tai's legal.
There are 8 hits for, but I think there's either 6 or 7 for Dual Overload.
Because what? It would be like Auroradon, Halqifibrax, Verte, Anaconda.
I'm curious to see if you can name them all. 1,
Auroradon,
2,
Halq,
3, 4,
Verte,
5.
Samorg.
There might be some weird reprints that are hit. Was Swap Frog in a Dual Overload?
Oh, I
also?
wasn't even thinking of Swap Frog. I was Union
Swap isn't hit,
Carrier.
though. It was
6,
Ronin.
I was
Union
thinking about
Carrier.
cards that were
8.
introduced in
So
Dual
there are
Overload.
8
Okay,
cards
yeah.
from Dual Overload that are all on the Forbidden and Limited list, but I will say 3 of them are reprints.
Yeah, those don't count.
Well, the ones that don't count the reprints are
So it's-
Daigusto, Emerald, Psyframe, Lord Omega, and Terraforming.
Okay, so we got 4. Is Verte, Halq, Auroradon, and Union Carrier.
And he
So
said the
Samorg.
5th. Samorg.
Yeah,
Oh, Samorg.
Eh, well, no, wait, hold on. It was Verte, Auroradon, Samorg, Union Carrier, and Hulk. Yeah, okay.
Yes, yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
I will say we're probably coming up too close on time, but to your
Yeah, we
point
are.
on bulk, on junk cards, my enjoyment of this game would be much less fun without stuff like Star Mine, just being like, what can I do with this silly Pyro Synchro, or how did Die get here? Which,
Dude, those die cards are just, I love those. I'll never not love them.
how else would you search a field spell when a monster you control is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card effect? Yo.
All right. Some of these names are getting to be on the edge of some of these patron names are getting to be on the edge of okay.
Tongyo, I got Aqua Dragon. Let's go.
Oh man,
All right.
do I have anything that can beat an Aqua Dragon?
All right. Well, let's go ahead and thank. First off, I want to take a minute to thank all of the people tuning in for the
2250
live
attack,
streams.
can you?
Speaking of tuning in for the live streams, by the way, I will be having a 24-hour live stream this Friday and Saturday. Look at this. Look at this. We got the goods. 24-hour live stream this Friday and Saturday. We'll be doing a lot of Master Duel. I'll be doing remote duels as well as live duels with, like, I have a friend coming up and things like that. We're going to set up a live duel setup. Me and Skywalker are going to play Portal 2 co-op mode. That's going to be fun. The salmon. The salmon. It's okay. Wait,
That's
hold on.
not
I
even-
can flex big money. Look at that. You can't see it, but maybe
That's not
the
even.
YouTube chat can see it, and that's the important thing.
You think that's?
Do you think we can bring this like full circle somehow?
Oh no, full circle?
Yeah.
Probably.
That's not even all the copies I have.
Oh, that's so much Terra King salmon.
With like with just us. These are all just Asia English cards. Like all of the cards that we're excited about are just Asian English cards. We need to like get a whole collection of these cards in Asian English printings.
That is true.
Actually,
We should
that's
do that.
true. That's
Actually,
true.
Skyhawk, that is now a mission of yours. You have to get copies of Terra King salmon in Asian English.
Listen, anybody in chat, if you have a first edition copy of Terra King Salmon Asian English from Illusion of Chaos, I will do anything in my power to obtain it.
You heard it here first, folks. Like I said, 24-hour live stream.
I
This
actually might.
do what?
I'll check my bulk. I actually might.
In Asian English?
Yeah, I went to elementary school with a lot of Asian kids, and they always had Asian English Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So
Listen, we out here.
I ended up with a lot of those as a kid.
We are out here. All right.
All
Well,
right.
let's, like I said,
Bring-
24-hour live stream this Friday, November 17th, I believe, from whenever I start until 24 hours from then. So let's go ahead and thank all of the wonderful patrons. So a huge thank you to Always Second. This one's toeing the line of okay. Baja Blastoise Soak Me in Suds Daddy. That one's on the line. Zyphorus Appaloosa Bow of the Floodgate Tussie. These are something. Big Stinky Dimension Shift These Nuts. Ding Dongs Hostess of the Yang Zing. Give me that Harasi
myself. I can't with it.
Give me that Harasi Konami, HGH Cyber, John Leo, Mountain Man, Oatmeal Spaghetti, Owen Alvarado, Pistol Place Pendulums. You're all right there, Trish? You look like you're about to lose it. Don't spit up your water.
I think he Baja blasted off.
Hey, Bob, blasted. Oh, wait, we have more. Hold on, we have more. Silver Hope, Sukanon D's Nuts. It's Sukon D E's Nuts. It's spelled out very oddly. Understanding and reading are two different things. Virtually Savers World, Wind Up Carrier, Zinfidel Maedy, Aaron Gardner, Alexander Chan, Asami, Ashlish Chaps, Atsuyo, Simp of the Silver Castle, Blackwing Silver and the Ascendant is the best Floodgate, Blue Eyes is best, Copium, Boxwine, Chubby Ninja, Come On and Get Your Game On, Dragon, Maidenless Behavior, I'm About to Rika Glamour, Tribute for Cost These Plant Nuts in Your Mouth, Level 4 Fire Warrior Gaming, Little Stinky, Llama, Yama, Cam, Sarama, Maxi Pack, Old Man Red, Pin Code 143, and Wanted, Seeker of Your Mom's Sinful Spoils. Thank you all so much for your continued support of the podcast. And of course, if you want to check out the Top Cut Patreon podcast or the Top Cut podcast, you can do that on either Sunday or Monday or like Wednesday or Thursday, like whenever we get around to recording it. You can see it live actually on our YouTube channel and on twitch.tv/TrishalaTTV. So if you want to see that, get in there, react with the chat. It's very fun to have the live reactions there. So thank you all for tuning in. Skyhawk, do you have a card pun to lead us out? You always do.
I do actually. Trish, the Baja Blast one really got to you. It looked like with all that laughter you might die. And
I feel like I'm dying.
If you might have died, that would have been pretty unexpected. Would have been an unexpected die. Live on stream.
Voice call. There's no way.
Have a good day, everybody.
I'm out of here. Bye, gang. I'm out of here.